BJP, Sanju Verma, did the government learn nothing, no lesson from the farm law agitation? First announce, then after the protests erupt, you suggest changes, because now quoting the farm law rollback, the protesters here will also expect a rollback with these protests. How can the government not think through this? And at a time when the BJP should be explaining and giving clarity, they are rather just blaming the opposition here. Sanju.
You know, Pooja, with no offense to you, you gave a proper introduction of the panelist saying he is a Rajya Sabha MP, a Congress spokesperson. You said Sanju Verma from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay, continue.
You stand corrected.
Okay.
Yes. Now let me come to the moot point. Let me give you an answer, point by point rebuttal. First and foremost, there is this narrative, Pooja, that Agnipath was launched in haste. I simply have this to say. Do I believe the gentleman sitting here? Do I believe Rahul Gandhi? Do I believe Priyanka Vadra? Or do I believe the three service chiefs? Be it the Army Chief, Mr. Manoj Pandey,
yes.
Admiral, R. Hari Kumar, who was there on your channel, saying he endorses Agnipath, even Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary. I would any day believe the three service chiefs who have a lot more credibility than the entire Congress and the likes of N.K. Stalin and Asaduddin Owaisi put together. So this scheme was thought through over 2 years, and then we came out with it. Yes, you might want to argue, why is it that the government has been announcing, certain addendums to the scheme? My simple argument there is this. When Rajnath Singh, the Honorable Defence Minister, announced the scheme, he clearly said that this is an evolving process, and if there is constructive feedback, that will be taken on board. Okay. Now, you can't fault the BJP for taking constructive feedback on board. And what have we said? We have said that as a one-time waiver, because in the last 2 years, normal recruitment process was impaired due to COVID, and not just in India, but elsewhere in the world as well.
Yes.
There will be a one-time age relaxation from 21 to 23 years, which means that in CAPF and Assam Rifles, where we've announced a 10% reservation.
But it's come after the protest, Sanju. That's the point.
Pooja, let me just finish.
Sure.
You did not interrupt him. I'm completing
sure.
in 20 seconds. For the 75% who are not going to be inducted, since only 25% of Agniveers will be inducted into the regular cadre, for the balance 75%, Pooja, quickly in 20 seconds, Ministry of Defence says in 16 defence PSUs,
yes.
the balance 75% will be absorbed. Ministry of Shipping and Transport has said, which nobody is talking about, that the balance 75% will also be absorbed into the highly skilled and remunerative merchant navy, and the Ministry of Home Affairs, last but not the least, has said 10% reservation in CAPF and in Assam Rifles. In Assam Rifles alone today, we have about 73,000 odd vacancies, is what your own channel has said 24 hours back. I want to ask one thing, Pooja. Any sane-minded Indian, much less somebody who's an army aspirant, is your manner of voicing a protest or dissent burning down train bogies, burning down buses, indulging in rampant and mindless arson, loot and violence, and the Congress is saying that ye to sahi ho raha hai.
That's a question that many are asking. Can these be the armed forces aspirants? Yes. Therefore,